Horses are going to be in action to provide a little bit of entertainment. And there's a field of 8, and they are on the track. And here's the field for the Walter Ross Jr. Fundraiser Miniature Trot. The one is Moonshine, sponsored by the Florida Standardbred Breeders and Owners Association, driven by Jane Murray. Number 2 is Misty, sponsored by Joe Panaccio and the Florida chapter of the United States Harness Riders Association, driven by his son Scott Panaccio. Number 3 is Durango, and sponsored by one of the leading trainers stable here at Pompano Park, Joe Napolitano stable, and he's driven by his son Anthony Napolitano. Number 4 is Chaz, Lorraine Weiss, Ty's Blessing owner, sponsoring Chaz, driven by Walter Ross Sr. The 5, Jelly Bean, sponsored by the Horsemen of Rosecroft Raceway in Maryland, driven by Wade Ross. Number 6, Red Rudy, sponsored and driven by Dr. Richie Axelrod. Number 7 is Elvis, sponsored by the Bud Hatfield stable, and the driver is Julie Gilliand. And completing the field is number 8, Frankie Blaze, sponsored by the Christian Harness Horsemen's Association in honor of Tanya Belansky. The driver is Levita Finley. A full field of 8 tonight, the Walter Ross Jr. Miniature Trot Fundraiser. Eight minis are making their turn down by the paddock chute and moving in behind Frank Dalton's starting gate. This field's in motion. Here they come. And the wings fold and they're off. Down along the inside, Moonshine and Jane Murray with an early lead down the center. Here comes Chaz and Walter Ross Sr. Down along the inside is Misty and Scott Panaccio, trying to make up some ground there, but rough gated is Jelly Bean with Wade Ross. Down along the inside, Durango and Anthony Napolitano trying to catch the field there. Elvis and Jillian on the far outside trying to make a late run is Frankie Blaze, but as they come to the wire, it's going to be Chaz and Walter Ross Sr. He's going to win it 2 over Moonshine and Jane Murray. Then comes Misty and Scott Panaccio. Rough gated there at the wire was Jelly Bean and Wade Ross. Down along the inside, Durango and Anthony Napolitano, Elvis and Julie Gilliand. And we come back to Frankie Blaze and Levita Finley, and the trailer Red Rudy and Dr. Richie Axelrod. All the competitors will be reporting back to the winner's circle, and we'll have interviews in the winner's circle. And we'd like to take this time to especially thank the owners and volunteers of the Pompano Park Miniature Horses and the Standardbred Horsemen of Florida for the use of these minis. And first back to the winner's circle is the winner number 4, Chaz, sponsored by Lorraine Weiss, her owner of Ty's Blessing, among other horses here at Pompano Park. And Chaz, driven to victory tonight by Walter Ross Sr. Earlier down to John Berry for interviews in tonight's miniature horse race and about the fundraiser here at Pompano tonight.
Hi everyone, John Berry here in the winner's circle with Walter Ross Jr., a smiling Walter Ross Jr. and it was almost like the win one for the Gipper kind of a thing. Babe Ruth pointing out his 60th homer. Did Dad promise that he'd win a race for you tonight?
Well, he's promised before, but this is the first time he come through.
And, and Senior, is this the first $5 million race that you have won?
This is it.
It looked like you had plenty of horse coming down the lane.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we could have gone forever.
Well, you know, Cam Best set the world record years ago in 146-1, and this one was timed in 143. So I just want you to know you have the all-time world record.
You can't beat that.
No doubt about it. And getting back to Walter Ross Jr., this is a historic night here at Pompano Park, and you, sir, are part of the history, and it looks to me like you're doing just wonderfully.
Yeah, I'm coming along really well, and I'm healing well. And saw the doctor the other day, and everything's looking good. And one more surgery to go through, and I'll be fine. I'll be as good as new.
And when will you be back in the bike?
Well, I'm trying to push him to get it done, but he won't back up, so we'll have to wait and see.
Well, congratulations on a great driving victory, and we're very pleased that you are doing well. You have had the prayers of thousands of people. I want you to know that, and we're right alongside you every step of the way. So, Debbie, I think you had a couple of words to say.
Yeah, I did. I just wanted Wally to know, all the horsemen and the employees of Pompano Park and a lot of from other tracks, we've been able to raise over $25,000. And without the help of Jane Murray and Rosie Huff, I couldn't have done it alone. So I want to thank everybody.
That is unbelievable. That's like winning a $50,000 race. And, well, I think you're kind of speechless about that. Maybe we'll let Dad do a little talking about that.
I just would like to take this opportunity to thank everybody. I mean, I'm just flabbergasted myself. We've seen names from places we have never been to, and they have just come forward and helped, and just thank you, everybody. That's all I can say.
Well, that is the type of horseman that we have racing here at Pompano Park, and that is the type of fan that we have coming out to the races every single night. Dick, would you like to say a word or two?
I'd just like to say, Wally, come back quick. We want you back here. We're glad you're here tonight. Wonderful to see you, and tremendous outpouring, as John mentioned, from fans, racing people, team members here at Pompano Park, and this is for you.
Wow. Number 4, Chaz, the winner of the Walter Ross Jr. Mini Trot. And thank you all for visiting with us tonight. Don't forget we have Mac Lobel action and Isle of Capri action later. Right outside the gift shop, Frank Caviola is signing his new book, autograph book on the history of Pompano Park. Take a look. It is a masterful, masterful job. Now we're going to toss it back up to Joe Rickey upstairs. Again, good luck, good racing. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you, John, and once again.